Devil Take the Hindmost, A History of Financial Speculation is a book written by Edward Chancellor that explores the history of financial speculation from the early days of Dutch tulip mania to the dot-com bubble of the late 1990s. The title of the book comes from an Old English proverb that refers to the idea that in a competitive market, the person who takes the greatest risks often ends up with the greatest rewards. The book is divided into 3 parts. The first part explores the early history of financial speculation, starting with the tulip mania that swept through Holland in the 17th century. Chancellor describes how the Dutch became obsessed with tulips, which were seen as a symbol of wealth and status. He also explains how the tulip market was driven by speculation and how the bubble eventually burst, leaving many investors bankrupt. The second part of the book focuses on the rise of modern finance in the 19th and 20th centuries. Chancellor describes how new financial instruments, such as futures contracts and options, were developed to help investors manage risk. He also explains how these innovations led to new forms of speculation, such as the famous South Sea bubble of 1720 and the Wall Street crash of 1929. The final part of the book explores the dot-com bubble of the late 1990s. Chancellor describes how the rise of the internet led to a surge in investments in technology stocks, and how investors were willing to place huge bets on companies that had yet to turn a profit. He also explains how the bubble eventually burst, leading to a crash that wiped out billions of dollars in wealth. Throughout the book, Chancellor emphasizes the role that human psychology plays in financial speculation. He argues that investors are often driven by fear and greed, and that these emotions can lead to irrational behavior. He also explains how financial bubbles are often fueled by a combination of speculation, hype, and fraud. In conclusion, Devil Take the Hindmost is a fascinating exploration of the history of financial speculation. Chancellor's writing is clear and engaging, and he does an excellent job of explaining complex financial concepts in an accessible way. Whether you are a seasoned investor or simply interested in the history of finance, this book is well worth reading.